and I didn't know
That
you
little
could.
bitch, she steady dripping Saint Laurent. She got the perfect face. Thumbing through the deck of 52 and she the highest rank. She don't answer questions. She mysterious like the ace of spades. Rebel kind of curious, but nervous when it comes to fate.
Hello everybody, it's Tyster getting you with another video. And as you can see, I'm in a different setup. That's because we're starting our own cooking show. So I figured I'd just do one episode and see how this goes. So make sure to hit the like button, subscribe, and also give me a name for this cooking show because I don't have one. But yeah, and today we're doing cream pies, chocolate cream pie. So without further ado, let's just get right into the video. So before I put on my apron, I usually like to eat. Let's eat some food before we start cooking because I'm actually really hungry. Alright, so let's get right into our apron. Alright, so we're in our apron. Now let's go. Now first, I need all the ingredients for the pie. So let's just do a time lapse of that. So while my food is heating, these are the ingredients. We have milk, cornstarch, vanilla extract, salt, butter, white sugar, eggs, and the pie crust. So now let's start with step one. So the recipe calls for 4 cups of milk. So we have our measuring cup here, and we're gonna want to go up to this line right here. I don't know if you can see that. Oh no, it's the other side, isn't it? It's the one right here where I'm pointing at. So I want to go all the way up to there. And then I'll have to do that 4 times. So let's do that. Oh gosh, the milk is gonna spill, isn't it? Oh boy. Alright. So here is 1 cup of milk. And we can just pour it right into our saucepan right here. There we go. And then we just do that 4 more times. So I don't really think you guys, or 3 more times should I say. So I don't really think you guys need to see that. So I'll just do that. So you guys didn't notice, but the first step is to measure all the ingredients, of course. So now we can put the cap on this milk and push it to the side because we don't need any more milk. Now it's the white sugar. So we need 1 cup plus 2 tablespoons of white sugar. So I'm gonna set the camera down right here, open it up, and so we have our 1 cup right here. So we're just gonna pour until it fills it, pretty much. Oh gosh, that is so much sugar. What? There's no way I actually use all of this, is there? Oh shoot. So, perfect example of what not to do. Don't spill the sugar. The best angle, now we're gonna do the cornstarch. So we can just slowly... Actually, we can use a spoon to scoop it out and do it that way so it's less messy. Not all of it wants to come out. Alright, there we go. So we have our 1/2 cup of cornstarch and put it in the bowl. But now we need a tablespoon of 2 tablespoons of cornstarch. So I'm going to put that in a separate bowl. 1 and 2. So now that we have our cornstarch, we can, oh shoot. So now that we have our cornstarch, we can move it over to the side. Next is the teaspoon of salt. 1/2 teaspoon of salt. So where did my thing go? Okay, here we go. So what is this? 1/4 teaspoon. So we can just rinse this out in the sink. There we go. And our salt is over here. So we can do it with this little 1/4 teaspoon. And since it's 1/4, quick maths equals 2 of these. So I think it's best if we just scoop it in here. One and 2. So there's our 2 tablespoons of salt. Teaspoons, sorry. Let's see, 2 eggs beaten. So I gotta clean up and then we'll do the egg. Alright, so I cleaned up a little bit and now it's time for the eggs. So it says 2 eggs, so I'm gonna take out 2 eggs. 1, 2. Now you're gonna want to crack it like on the side a little bit so you don't get the eggshell in there. So just like this. There you go, and then split and into the I died. Into the bowl. And we're gonna do the same with the second egg. That's just so it limits the mess and you don't get eggshells in the actual egg, because then the egg will be super duper crunchy. And unless you really like crunchy eggs, then you can do that. But if you don't do that. So I'm gonna throw this away. And it says lightly beaten, so I'm gonna grab a whisk if we have any. And looks like we don't have a whisk at hand. So if you don't have a whisk at hand, you can use a spoon. It's just as effective. So you're just gonna wanna spin your So yeah, like you're just gonna want to spin like this until like there's no, like all of it is yellow and there's no breaks. Actually, to be honest, a fork would be more efficient, but since I had spoons available at the time, I can also use a fork. And my dog wants to be up here cooking with me, but too bad he can't. So yeah, just gonna want to whisk until it's like that pretty much, and we're done with the eggs. So I only have 1/4 teaspoon cup available, and the recipe calls for 1 teaspoon. So you're just gonna have to do this 4 times. So don't be messy like me, but you're just gonna want to squirt it in there like that. So I strongly advise you do it over the sink like me, but just do a little squirt, and you're just gonna want to fill it up like that. And then carefully bring it over to the bowl. Where did I put the bowl? Alright. And then just do that 2-3 more times. And my dog really wants to be up here, doesn't he? Alright, so you guys, the next ingredient is butter. So the recipe calls for 1 tablespoon, and my dog is really being annoying. Like, seriously. Actually, you know what? Let's go give him some treat. Alright, so we gave our dog a treat. Now, I'm just gonna want to dig into the butter like this. Until it fills up the entire thing. Like this. Now, it does hang a little bit, but if I push this back, it'll fill up the thing like this. So I'm done with the butter. And last but not least is the pie crust. Now I have Pillsbury pie crust, but if you want to use if you want to make your own or a different brand of pie crust, you can. That's also an option. But for now, we're gonna use the Pillsbury pie crust, which comes like this. So there's two, I'm guessing, for each layer. So yeah. Now we can move on to the official step one. So the first official step is to mix the sugar, cornstarch, salt, and milk. The milk is already in the pan. The milk is already in the pan, so we can just add everything in there and start boiling. So let's turn the heat up. It is the top one. So you're gonna want to do medium heat. So first we add the sugar. There we go. Then we add the cornstarch. There we go. And now we add the sugar. So while we're waiting for this egg or milk mixture to heat up, now we want to make the pie crust, I guess. Alright, so I didn't show this on camera, but I made the pie crust. You want to roll out your dough just as much as the pan you're using to fit. And then now, interesting story is that you can put rice in here because rice doesn't bake, but you can pour rice in here so that all this little area doesn't bubble up, and you can have a nice flat surface. So I'm going to put it in just like this. So you're gonna want to preheat your oven first, which I forgot to do. 350 should be fine. And once it finishes preheating, then you put this in there, and I'd say about 15 to 20 minutes to let this thing bake, and then you can put the filling in, but I'll show you guys the process of making the filling as well. So I added this cream mixture and the eggs, and now we're just mixing it. It's actually kind of looking nice, to be honest. And then once we're done, we stir in the vanilla extract and the butter. So now we're gonna add the chocolate chips into here. They'll melt, so it'll make a chocolate cream. I'd say add as many chocolate chips as you want, to be honest. Yeah, they'll melt, so here we go. I'm gonna add a lot because I like chocolate a lot. I like a lot of chocolate. I don't want this to be vanilla. I don't really like vanilla, to be honest. Alright, so now it's looking more like chocolate, I guess. What do you mean, I guess? It is chocolate, you idiot. And the pie crust should be done any minute now. So just keep on stirring until it's mainly looks like chocolate. Basically, so there's no white left. There we go. So I think I'm gonna add in a little bit more chocolate chips. Alright, so our pie crust is done, so we can now turn this off. This is our mixture, our cream. So once this cools a little bit, I can take out this rice, add the filling, and we're done. So I'll wait till it cools and then I'll show you guys what it actually looks like. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I present you my chocolate cream pie. So the edges cut off a little bit of the pie, but that's fine. So here is the cream. Now, if it cools, you should be able to cut into it like a slice, much like pumpkin pie. So I use all the cream from here, and here it is. So now I'm going to put it in the refrigerator and let it cool off, and hopefully the cream will solidify and I can eat it later. So this is how you make chocolate cream pie. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed the first video. You can let me know that you enjoyed by hitting that like button down below. And also next episode will be a Christmas special. So it'll be a 2-part episode. So make sure to subscribe for that. And I will see you guys in that Christmas special. Peace.